They say Facebook is for friends and Twitter is for enemies. That's how I feel about it. I follow a lot of hostile organizations on Twitter, extremist environmental groups. I also follow an extremist group that is part of the government called the Canadian Human Rights Commission. It has such a beautiful name, but of course it does not represent Canadian values. Its conception of human rights is nothing we find historically in law in the Magna Carta or the Bill of Rights. And the commission, well, I'll grant them accuracy in that part. They're actually a kind of prosecutor going around and suing people in Canada they don't quite like. So I found it amusing and concerning that this was a tweet they tweeted. Let me read it to you verbatim. They said, "Vision, an inclusive society where everyone is valued and respected." Well, at first glance, who could possibly argue with that? We all want to feel included and respected in society, and it's nice that someone else feels that way too. But this isn't just a feel-good agency. This isn't a, TV show. This is not a private person. This is a government prosecutor with the power to sue you and fine you, and in some cases, make you land in jail. So there's two ironies here. First is they don't include and respect anybody. They prosecute people that they don't respect. They only respect and include a certain kind of person, a person who thinks and feels like them. But what about that as a larger mission for government? Is it truly appropriate for a government to try to make you feel certain feelings of inclusion and respect towards everyone? Isn't respect something that your neighbor or friend or coworker has to earn from you? Is it really appropriate for a government agency with the power to fine you and prosecute you? Is it really appropriate for a government agency to say it wants to make you respect someone, force you to, compel you to, and only according to who they think ought to be included and respected? I believe in politeness most of the time, and I believe that we should pay the price if we're impolite, the social price, be marginalized, not be invited back to the next Christmas party, something like that. But I do not believe that the state, and certainly not a prosecutor like the Human Rights Commission, should have the power to say who we should or shouldn't include and who we should or shouldn't respect. If I'm not clear enough, let me say this. I do not respect the Human Rights Commission, no matter what they say. For TheRebel.media, I'm Ezra Levant.